Hi kids, happy Thursday. I thought since we've been talking a little bit about travel, we'd do a little quick quiz on geography in the United States. So before I run out of time here, here's a little card of the United States. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this card and then I'm going to count to 5 and you see if you can yell out the name of the state. Now here's a little preview. See, there's Oregon, Washington, California, Nevada, Idaho, Utah, Arizona. Okay, there's a little preview. Ready? And I'm going to take the card off and count to 5. And before I say this next state, see if you can say it. Ready? Go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you say Oregon? That's right. That's our very own state, Oregon, right below Washington and above California, next to Idaho. Let's try another one. Ready? Go. Did you say Nevada? Remember I said it looks like a wedge of cheese, doesn't it? That's Nevada. That's the way we go to Arizona. We go right down there, right to Phoenix. We have to go right through the whole state of Nevada. Say Nevada. Let's do another one. Ready? Arizona. Did you guess it right? Did you see how close it is to Mexico? Yeah, when we're in Arizona, we're right there. Phoenix is not that far from another country, is it? Say Arizona. Okay, I'm going to do one more. You ready? Here we go. 1, 2. Did you say Washington? If you did, you got it right. Okay, that's right above Oregon. Now don't forget that Idaho is right here. And Utah, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, New Mexico. I'm going to be asking you those over the next few days, so be practicing. Okay, let's get with our story today. Today we've been talking about animals. Well, today we've talked about the fastest animals. We talked about the slowest animals. Today we're going to talk about which animals weigh the most. Can you guess just by looking at this picture what one of them is? That's right. Does this see this bug right here? That's not a bug. What is that? That's a diver. That's what a man would look like if he was diving and hanging onto a blue whale. It's no wonder that a whale could swallow Jonah and he could be inside for several days when they're that big. And remember, whales are mammals. They have milk for their babies. They're warm-blooded and they have to breathe air. They're not fish. They're an animal that lives in the ocean. So, which animals weigh the most? The blue whale is the largest, heaviest animal that has ever lived on the whole earth. This probably includes the biggest dinosaurs. It is as heavy as 20 African elephants. And its heart is as big as a small car. Can you believe that? That just the heart is probably the same size as a car that you might have if it's not a very big car. When it was hunted by whalers in the past, a single blue whale yielded between 70 and 80 barrels of oil. They used it for lamps to light their homes. It's kind of sad to kill the whales, isn't it? But they use that oil for lots of things. Now here's something else that's big. This is called the giant clam, and it's found in the Pacific Ocean. It can grow more than 4 feet wide, and it can weigh 500 pounds. That would be like, I don't know, that would be like 2 big men, really big men, maybe 3 men sometimes. They have the largest shell of any creature and can live as long as 100 years. Did you know there were clams that live longer than people? Whoa. Look at this. How many legs does this creature have? Can you count them? 1, 2, 3 on this side, and 3 on that side makes it a insect. That's right. This is the African Goliath beetle. and it is the heaviest of all insects. It weighs as much as 8 ounces. Do you know what that is? Well, that's half a pound. So that's a lot. I'm trying to think of something that would weigh 8 ounces, but it would be heavy in your hand, I'll tell you that, really heavy. I think if that came crawling over my foot in Africa, I'd know it, wouldn't we? Okay, wasn't that fun? We've talked about the fastest, the slowest, and now the heaviest animals. I wonder what will be next. Well, let's put that down here, and let's talk about our Bible story today. Remember, we've been talking about Paul, who thought he was doing God's work, and today God is going to get Saul's attention. Here's another picture of Paul before he changed his name when he was Saul. While he was walking down the road, all of a sudden God started talking to him from heaven in a bright light. He is telling Paul to stop hurting Christians. He says, Paul, you too must become one of my friends. I am Jesus, and when you hurt them, you hurt me. You must leave my people alone. Paul, how does he look? What expression is on his face? He is surprised. Would you be scared if all of a sudden you heard a voice coming out of the sky and a bright light all around you? And no one could hear the voice but you? Look at his friends. They're all getting down on their knees. They are scared too. And they can't hear the voice, but they know that Paul is hearing something. Paul is very surprised and afraid, and he's asking Jesus, what do you want me to do? And Jesus is telling him, and now Paul will always obey Jesus because now he has seen the light. And you know, everyone in the world needs light. It may not happen this way, but everyone is born with dark hearts. And God is wanting to light every heart up with his truth. Who's talking to Paul? Does Paul decide to love and follow and obey Jesus? Yes, he will, but it doesn't say it in the story here, but he's going to be blind for a while. And one of those Christians that he's been chasing down is going to have to pray for him so he can get his sight back. And that's going to help him understand how real and true Jesus is. And this story is found in Acts 9, verses 3 through 19, if you want to read it for yourself. Jesus, help us to always obey your light. Help us to keep your light in our hearts. We don't want dark hearts. We want to keep your light. We want to be obedient, and we want to go where you want us to go and talk to who you want us to talk to, and be bold to share the truth of your love for everyone in your light, and bring as many people with us to heaven as we can. Amen.